I'm Sam MacArthur and I'm the president of the Maribyrnong Truck Action Group, and I'm really concerned about the impact of truck traffic on the streets of the inner west. We know that diesel pollution is a class 1 carcinogen in the same class as asbestos, and the residents here are exposed to the diesel pollution coming from 21,000 trucks running through our streets every day. Those trucks service the port and run container traffic back to container yards in the outer west and also the outer north of Melbourne. The Transurban Western Distributor proposal that's on the table, with not a lot of detail, is something that at this stage MTAG thinks could present a solution to our problem. Not in the long term. It's not a magic bullet because of course the solution to this problem is getting freight onto rail off roads so that no one has trucks running through the streets of Melbourne or any other city like Melbourne. And I guess we're really concerned about two elements of the proposal. Why exactly would a truck driver who's a small owner-operator running through the streets of the inner west currently to save on tolls on CityLink pay $13 to travel in a tunnel to the port off the Westgate Freeway? And also, what's going to happen to the ventilation stacks? We know that diesel pollution is a problem in our community. We have the highest hospital admissions for respiratory illness for children in the 0 to 16 year age group. So do we really need ventilation stacks spewing that over the community? Will they be filtered to international best practice and not Australian best practice, which again under current legislation is just a serving suggestion? And at this stage we don't have any clarity on either of those questions. Hand in hand with this project, we would need legislation to ban non-local trucks, that is trucks not delivering goods to the inner west, keeping them off our streets, and we would need the filtration on the vent stacks, and that's just at a minimum, and obviously a lot more detail about points of entry and exit to the tunnel, where the flyovers on Footscray Road go, how that impacts community, and is that question of no acquisition really no acquisition, or is it going to impact businesses or residents in this community?
What I've been told by freight operators over the last year is the main barrier for getting freight onto rail is the port, and they are not interested in it and they haven't been doing anything about it. In fact, one of the freight operators told me last week that the first thing you need to do to encourage freight to go onto rail is to police the port and get rid of the underpayment of workers, to get rid of the overloading of trucks and the poor maintenance of the trucks, because basically massively underpricing the freight that's going onto trucks, and so rail doesn't compete.
Well, this Transurban proposal is just going to put more cars on the road, more cars coming into the city through docklands. It's just a crazy idea from that perspective. We have to be building in resilience against car dependence, not entrenching it like this proposal does.